everybody. We're taking a look today at the Orcia Gineprone 2015. I'm going to see if my glass shows up in the picture. It doesn't, sorry about that. The whole Gineprone reference struck me initially as being a little bit naff. I'm talking about Gineprone, juniper, gin, etc. And it was only really until I took a second look today at this wine why it actually sort of makes sense, because as you can see just straight off the bat, it's pretty light in color. It has great glycerin though, so it's already telling you that there's a point of view in the glass. It's only about 13.25 or 13.5% alcohol, which again gets a bit of a tick from me. And I guess at this price point you're looking for some kind of extra special action that puts it above the rest. So I'm thinking in context of wines out of Barbaresco, like the D'Alba's, at a similar kind of price point. How does this shape up? The thing that's really going to punch you in the nose when you get some of this is it is all about herbaceous textures and herbaceous phenolics on the nose. It's just amazing dimensions of it, and it actually broadens over time. So if you look at it over 10 or 15 or 20 minutes, you're going to get something different every single time. What endures for me though, after looking at it over that period of time, and it sounds weird and maybe it's not marketable to say it, but it's it has a real light berry, cranberry kind of influence that remains there all the way through it, and spearmint, which seems kind of weird, but somehow it comes together really, really well here. And there's a kind of note of creaminess on the nose, which I'm not picking up at all on the palate. It's quite tannic still, and that's going to evolve moderately over the next 6 to 12 months. So you must be ready for that. There's some drying influence in the palate, but that's going to be absolutely perfectly countered by any kind of creamy, cheesy Italian style food, and that's really where this sits. This isn't just an open and quaff pizza, it's dying for it. It's just got everything that will marry and match perfectly well. If I'm being super technical about it, there's more upfront and mid-palate action than you're going to get on the back, so you're not getting this huge, long, lengthy wine, but you're also getting quite a lot of change out of $50 for this. So yes, it does fit well in that bracket, and it probably takes on quite a lot of other wines at its price point. It's going to be super good, I would say, around about just before Chinese New Year next year. I think that's probably, so call it January, February, and those tannins will have just relaxed just a little bit more. I remember it at the winery being more tannic than this, but the DNA shines through, and of course the Count's supremely good ability to make a very, very good wine. So cheers for that. See you again.